I just have really a couple of quick questions. I've heard repeatedly that the 23% limit has not been hit. Where are we then? I mean, how far away from that 23% are we?
It varies by, we're at 22.6 in total right now. That's why I brought up specifically the example of
sure.
Monterey.
Okay.
Because there's a $98 million contract that could be all small business, but the contract officers, it's easier to administer one contract than
rather than
5 or 4 or 3 or anything else. So if I can issue it to one company,
yeah.
I've done my job, contract is let, so be it, and move on.
Just like to streamline it, try to get it through. And then again, there's a 5% for women-owned contracts. Well, how far away are we on that?
Well, I think the last count the SBA said we were about 4%, but we have to understand is there are a lot of the data that's been out there has been flawed over the years, so we don't know what's accurate. We did a study a few years back, and 2 years running, SAIC was the #1 woman-owned firm accessing contracts. Not that they were a woman-owned firm, but they were shown, and so that's the number was skewed. And then last year also the Inspector General for the SBA came out and said that the error rate was about 96% in the data for the SBA.
So there's a real
so
issue
we don't
with
really know what the
reporting.
true data is. That's kind of what it is. And then when you take a look at the 23%, again, it doesn't include the exclusions, which we calculated over the last 5 years is about $60 billion in lost opportunities for small businesses.
Okay.
So
therefore, that's one of the issues that we need to really be looking at then is to make sure that we're getting accurate data. I mean, based on what's out there. The other issue, and I know we've addressed this considerably for those small business owners who have performed so well at at that level, and they've basically grown into that mid-level size, and now unfortunately, they're competing with those much larger entities, and they just simply can't compete. Ms. Speed, what would you say? What is an answer there for that? What can we be doing to help that situation?
I think we should look at both pilots that Mr. Rogers and Mr. Connolly both have. They both are sound legislative vehicles for looking at how we grow business. But I also want to just talk just one more point about the pilot that we really didn't get a chance to address, and that is in the pilot and in the concept of it, the ability to grow, for the small companies, they can continue to bid up. That's something we did not talk about. But in terms of the larger ones and the mid-sized ones who are emerging, they don't bid down. So in effect, if there's a contract award that goes out on the street, small businesses can still team and align themselves in all the ways that are under SBA's guidance and rules, which I think are hearing today should be applied to the mid-size as well and the emerging firms. Then what we should be doing is allowing companies to continue to grow and bid up and not have the larger ones coming down, which is what we're seeing from the very large integrators.
And Mr. Yuckins, you're the only one that hasn't commented. What would you say to that? Is that
in terms of increasing opportunity?
Yeah, just to making sure that those companies that have moved their way up and now they're unfortunately lumped into that much larger group and really incapable of competing with that larger entity. Do you see solutions there that we can be approaching?
Yeah, we can actually, the Europeans have dealt with exactly this same question over the last few years. For internal political reasons, the Europeans can't have a category called small business that they give preference to. So what they did is they did a comprehensive review of their procurement rules, and they said, what can we do to make life easier for small and medium-sized businesses? Now,